Hello everybody, Razorblade Mango here. In order to combat those inevitable post-E3 blues, now that E3 has come and gone, sadly we're gonna have to wait till next year, I decided to do a favorite of. And I don't think I've ever done this before on the channel. Normally I keep it to just the, you know, the individual conferences, what I thought about them, yada yada yada. But this year I want to do something different. I want to talk about I'm going to limit it to 10. My 10 favorite games of E3 2018. Now, keep in mind, I didn't go to E3. I didn't get into the super secret press only Cyberpunk 2077 thing. I didn't get to play Spider-Man or whatever, see the behind the scenes thing of Ghost of Tsushima. I didn't get any of that. All I did during E3 was just sit my ass on my computer chair and watch the conferences with some of my closest friends. And that to me is the spirit of E3. Not the press, none of that shit. So these are games that I've restricted them to ones that have publicly released gameplay footage, whether it's in the form of a trailer or an actual extensive look at the gameplay. So things like Cyberpunk 2077 don't count because that was not shown to the public, unfortunately. I'm not going to include Death Stranding because I don't think it showed enough gameplay to really be on this list. And whatever else fits that criteria of having, you know, super secret kind of like press only stuff, which is annoying in my opinion. I probably should do another video about that. But today we're gonna get into the good shit. We're gonna get into my top 10 games of E3 2018. Let us begin with Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. This is the game that was teased by From Software at the Game Awards last December, but it's here, it's finally out, at least in the public consciousness, even though, again, the fucking press got to play it, which is super annoying, but whatever. In the form of this badass trailer that showed during Xbox's conference, and when you look at it, you think, oh, Samurai Dark Souls, Ninja Dark Souls. Why should I be excited for this? We've already gotten Neo, we're getting a sequel to Neo, and we're getting Ghost of Tsushima. What about this is so different that I should be excited about yet another Samurai Dark Souls? Well, according to the people that have played the have seen the behind the scenes demo of this, and from the looks of the gameplay itself that was shown in the trailer, it appears to be a complete departure from what From Software is known for. Far away from Dark Souls, as you can imagine. Yes, there are some similarities like the boss battle and the super quick combat, but in this game there are no bonfires. You do not create a character. It is a lot more focused on exploration, and you can actually revive yourself when you die, according to what I've seen and what has been shown by the press. And even with Activision involved with this game, I am so excited to play this game because From Software is such a great company, and I got even more excited to play it when Hidetaka Miyazaki was announced to be the director. And it's a sure thing that this game is going to be very different from Dark Souls if Hidetaka Miyazaki is involved, because he said a long time ago that he wanted to take a break from the Souls series, so I don't think he would jump right out of the fire and into the frying pan, or whatever the analogy is. I think I got that backwards, but out of the frying pan and into the fire. So, Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice comes out spring 2019, probably a March or April release date. Cannot wait. It looks freaking awesome. The next game is Gears of War 5, which is one that I honestly did not expect to be on this list whatsoever. Even though I am a fan of Gears of War, and I genuinely do think, even though I haven't owned an Xbox console, like fully owned one in ages, that little like 1 month tenure with the Xbox One doesn't really count. Gears of War has always been a franchise that I've liked. I like the original trilogy, so it was to my great disappointment that 4 was as mediocre and dull as I had unfortunately predicted it was going to be, based on everything I had heard when I finally got to play it. And I was very meh about the concept of a Gears of War 5 being shown during E3. Really, I even said it in the video, like, Gears of War, whatever, it's a coalition, it's not epic, whatever. But I must say, I really liked what I saw from the trailer that was shown. I liked that Laura Bailey's character is the main focus now. We're getting away from the Phoenix boys, and this seems to have more of an adventure vibe, like I mentioned in my Xbox conference video, where it's a very diverse economy of levels. Like, there's a snow level, there's a jungle level, there's the fire and metal stuff that Gears of War is known for. The cutscenes that were shown seem to have like a real emotional punch to it. It seems like a very personal quest for Laura Bailey's character, and I'm gonna keep saying Laura Bailey's character because I keep forgetting her name. That's how memorable she was from Gears of War 4. But everything about Gears of War 5 looks very promising, even with the idea that, you know, the Coalition is still doing it. I think there's a lot of potential here for something really cool. And this isn't the game that's going to make me run out and buy an Xbox because I can play it on my PC with Windows 10. But nonetheless, it is a game that I would consider getting on Windows 10 if it turns out to be as good as I hope it will be. As long as they don't go headfirst into the microtransactions thing again like they did last time, and they put a lot more focus on this campaign than last time, I will be sold. I will buy it. Seriously, it will be the first Gears of War game that I've bought, like, ever. So, Gears of War 5, a bit of a surprise on this list, I must say. Next game is Devil May Cry 5. Oh man, so this one has been rumored for about a good year now to be coming out. You know, either gonna be shown at the Game Awards. Oh no, it's gonna be shown at PSX. Oh no, it's gonna be shown at E3 2018.
Hey, honey.
And it was shown at E3 2018, and it looks, oh god, it looks so good. And well, the funny thing is, when I was watching it with friends, we all thought it was DMC 2, like the Ninja Theory one. And to be honest, just from the look of the trailer, I was actually okay with that. I must admit, even though that series, that particular sub-series of Devil May Cry gets a lot of shit from fans, I actually really like DMC Devil May Cry. I think Ninja Theory did a really good job with it. But I am happy to be getting back to the standard series of Devil May Cry with Nero and Virgil and Dante as they were in the original 4 games, and this one looks fucking badass. And I'm glad that it looks gorgeous. It's running on the RE engine that was built for Resident Evil 7. It looks amazing for something that's going to be a third-person hack-and-slash action game running at 1080p, 60 frames on base PS4, from what I understand. And it looks amazing. Just the style of it, the humor, the silliness, the wackiness, the gore. I loved it. The monster design, the boss design looks so good. I'm so into Devil May Cry. And if it comes out around the same time as unless it comes out around the same time as Kingdom Hearts 3, this is a day one buy for me, instantly. I'm really looking forward to Devil May Cry 5 a lot more than I expected it to, because the last one wasn't really that great. But this one has my attention. It looks awesome. Next game is Super Mario Party. Yeah, buddy. You can actually hear, unlike a lot of the other games on this list, this is the only one where you can actually hear. Oh no, I take that back. There's 2 of them on this list where you can actually go back on my channel and hear my initial reactions to them. Because there are 3 games that I have wanted on the Switch ever since I bought it. Animal Crossing, Pokemon, Mario Party. And now that Super Mario Party is out in the wild, oh god, it comes out October 5th? October 5th? I will play the shit out of that game. Especially considering it looks like the old school Mario Party, and it's not the bullshit kind of thing that they did with the last one that really didn't have my interest. This is classic Mario Party, but Nintendo, of course, seems to be taking a lot of the gimmicky shit that they can pull off with the Switch and applying it to here. The difference is, it's not invasive, and it's not the only option there. You can do classic Mario Party with classic mini games, and it looks fantastic from the gameplay that they've released of it. I cannot wait to buy this game. I cannot wait to host Mario Party parties at my house with friends. And my homeboy Richard that was on the Nintendo live stream that I did, he's getting this game too, so we can do that weird funky thing with the tank mini game where you put the screens together, and it's so weird. It's so Nintendo weird, but it looks awesome. And I'm so happy to be finally getting a Super Mario Party Odyssey. Super Mario Party. God, can you imagine a Super Mario Party Odyssey? I think I would just lose my fucking mind if I ever saw that. I would need a new pair of pants and some new underwear. Next game is Ghost of Tsushima, which is, of course, the game from Sucker Punch that was announced at Paris Games Week last October. Finally got to see it in action, and oh god, it looks so good. Oh my god. I'm a big fan of samurais, and to see a game almost to a goddamn T capture the atmosphere and the mood and the visual imagery of a samurai epic like this in a video game is truly a great pleasure for me. Just I honestly, like, if this wasn't PlayStation, and say what you will about PlayStation, I'll be saying a lot about PlayStation in another video. Say what you will about them, but you gotta hand it to them. They actually do okay with demoing their stuff and having an actual decent representation of what it's gonna be like. And I have faith that this is actually what it's going to be like, just with the HUD turned off. And even then, I don't think I want the fucking HUD on the game, because it looks amazing. Just the graphics are something else. Art design out of this fucking world. Just like I said on the video, and I'll repeat it here. Mwah! Mwah! Incroyable! Amazing. The way the two samurais are fighting against a sunset-lit background with the red leaves contrasting and the fire arrows shooting, and then the fire being set on the leaves with the wind oh my god. Just, oh god. Just, oh, wow. Looks amazing. Shit. I've used amazing enough. How about spectacular? Fucking mind-blowing, the art design in this game. Just, wow. And a extra bonus, it's going to be fully playable in Japanese with English subtitles. Yes, please. Thank you. The only way I want to play this fucking thing. Ghost of Tsushima. I think like every PS, with the exception of Death Stranding, I think PS4, it has a very strong presence on this list. Which brings me to Resident Evil 2 Remake. Finally, after all this time of waiting, we get the Resident Evil 2 remake that was announced 2 fucking years ago, or 3. It feels like 5 years it's been announced, but it's only been like 2 or 3. And I'd say it was worth the wait. Again, like DMC5, it's being developed on the RE engine, again meaning 1080p 60 frames. I knew immediately what the game was when the trailer started during Sony's conference, because I could tell just by the fact that the frame rate was 60 frames. I was like, yep, that's Resident Evil. I know that engine. I know the RE engine. I know what it's fully capable of. And it's an amazing engine. And wow, just like the extensive, like when this was first demoed, when the trailer was first shown, I thought that was all we were gonna get. Honestly, I didn't think Capcom would show anymore. Not only did they release a second trailer showing snippets of gameplay, they have released like a bunch of gameplay from the opening levels of this game. And just everything about it, I was just, wow. I was wowed by it. Disgusted, but wowed. Particularly the new gore effects that are in it, where You can finally like shoot individual limbs off the enemies. Like there's a part where Leon like shoots one of the zombies in the arm, and the arm just like slowly tears off and falls to the ground. There's one bit where a shotgun blast to the face just results in this like complete bloody red ooze pulp of a skeleton, of a skull, and it just slams into the ground and bleeds out. And just the effects look awesome. Like this is one of those games that like when people say next gen graphics, this is one of them.
My mistake.
When I play this game, I don't think I will ever find better blood or gore effects in any other game. I think Resident Evil 2 Remake is going to spoil me.
Whatever it takes.
And I love that it's the over-the-shoulder camera angle. I love that it's, you know, fully remastered. It's not just like an HD transfer. It's like a full remake. It's got the Resident Evil 4 camera. It's got Leon Kennedy back. It's got Claire Redfield. I'm sure William Birkin is in there. Mr. X is in there. Just, oh, God. Oh, I cannot wait for Resident Evil 2 Remake. And the shitty thing, though, it comes out 4 days before Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm not going to have a lot of time to play this, but God damn it, I cannot wait for Resident Evil 2 Remake after Kingdom Hearts 3. I need to play this game. I need to play it, at least get to, like, partially to the ending, and then I will move on to Kingdom Hearts 3. But Resident Evil 2 Remake looks fantastic. Capcom did a fucking bang-up job this year with their stuff. Say what you will about their fighting games, but this year they brought out like 2 megatons with Devil May Cry 5 and then Resident Evil 2 Remake. And when you watch the Sony conference, you can tell, like you can just feel the excitement in the room when that thing was announced, with the cheering and everything. Just incredible. One of those magic moments from E3 2018. The next game is none other than Spider-Man. What is there really to say about Marvel's Spider-Man at this point?
Come on, Spider-Man.
Like I could list any positive adjective and it would just be cliche. And we got even more. We got a good, really extensive look. Not just small little snippets of gameplay between interviews. We got like a full 10-11 minute demo of it from PlayStation. They were willing to show that off. We got a new mission that was shown during the Sony conference that was really fucking cool, with like the new Sinister Six that's in, like Mr. Negative and Rhino and Scorpion and Vulture. Oh my God, it's oh. PlayStation, you are killing it with these exclusive guys. The exclusives, guys. It's just I'm angry at you for Fortnite crossplay, but I can't deny that your exclusives portfolio is just on a completely whole nother level compared to the competition. I cannot deny that, even though I'm pretty fucking angry at you right now. But Spider-Man, we've been spoiled by like a lot of gameplay that's been shown from it, and I feel like they're still holding out on the big stuff. And we've seen like, unlike a lot of games on this list, we've seen the minute-to-minute gameplay of Spider-Man, and September cannot get here quick enough, guys. For me, I've got the collector's edition on pre-order, and I rarely ever buy collector's editions anymore, but this is one of the ones that I have a lot of faith in. I trust Insomniac because they've made great games in the past. I trust PlayStation to deliver a really great game. And Spider-Man is my favorite Marvel hero. Even though I don't say that very often, even though I kind of hated Homecoming, Spider-Man is my favorite Marvel hero, and I am so happy that Spider-Man is finally getting the game he deserves. The best one, maybe the greatest Spider-Man game of all time, but easily the best one since Spider-Man 2 back in 2004 from Neversoft. So Spider-Man, September 7th it comes out. Can't get here soon enough, people. Next game is The Last of Us Part 2. It's Naughty Dog, people. What do you want me to say? It's now I've read a lot of things on the internet where people, especially after the Donkey video, which Donkey even he said, he was like, look, the way this game looks in this demo is just unbelievable. Like, it's so good that it literally does not look believable. And normally I would be in agreement with that. However, the times that they have ever demoed off their games at E3 or at PSX or what have you, they are normally pretty representative of the final product. Like when you go back and watch the E3 2016 demo, or E3 2015 demo, where they show off Uncharted 4's market shootout level, where he's getting like dragged behind the car in the mud and everything on the rope. When you play that level in the game and you watch the E3 demo, they look pretty fucking similar. Like they look really identical to each other. Very, like, little to no downgrade at all. Maybe even better. Maybe even look better in the final game. And when you see the original Last of Us demo, that, like, legendary closer went, and this is why I'm saying this should have been the ending, PlayStation, to your conference. When you see The Last of Us, the first one, some of that is a little downgraded. Like there isn't some stuff that appears in the final game. Like some stuff in that demo doesn't appear in the final game. However, with the way it was and how dynamic the enemy combatants could be and how strategic they were and the really like graphic brutality that was on display, it's pretty close to how it is in the final game. And considering they've been a lot better at showcasing their games how they're going to be, like when you look at things like God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, all these other big AAA games, Detroit Become Human, when they all come out, they look pretty similar to their demos. So I have a lot more trust in Naughty Dog these days when it comes to their shit, because they have proven that they are willing to show off what their games actually look like, even if it means fucking them up. Which they've fucked up demos before, but that is a sign of authenticity. Even with this demo, like you can make the claim that it is a little too clean, and I do think some bits definitely are scripted in the demo, particularly the bit like right at the end where she like fucking stabs the guy in the neck with the machete over and over again, and then it transitions back to her kiss with that other chick. I think that was totally scripted, but I think everything else in the game, and the way Naughty Dog has been hyping it up at these like press events and whatever, in the like the E3 Coliseum, I am more inclined to believe that it actually will look that good. I know the graphics will look that good because Naughty Dog has an amazing ability with graphics, and I have a very strong hunch that the gameplay will be very like one-to-one as to like how it will look in the final game. Very close to 1-to-1 at least. And really not a lot more I can say. I cannot wait for The Last of Us Part 2. I love the first Last of Us. It's probably my favorite Naughty Dog game. Probably my favorite PS3 exclusive. One of my all-time favorite PlayStation exclusives. And I think, I don't think it's overrated. I think it is indeed a masterpiece. I love the first Last of Us. And I am even more interested now in seeing where this all leads. Whether it's going to be something terrible, you know, that her girlfriend is going to get shot or really fucked up, and you know Joel, I think Joel's going to die at some point in this and be like a specter that's haunting Ellie throughout the game. But yeah, it looks great. I can't wait to see more of it. Second to last game. We're almost there, people, at the end. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Nintendo, say what you will about their conference, I think a lot of people really let their expectations get the better of them when it came to Nintendo Direct this year. I was seeing some outrageous fucking predictions where they were like, oh, we're gonna get Mother 4, we're gonna get Metroid Prime 4, we're gonna get Bayonetta 3, we're gonna get Animal Crossing. Really? We're gonna get Metroid Prime 4? Even though they just showed a JPEG of it last year? Really? So people were saying, you know, oh, this Nintendo Direct was disappointing. Well, they told you exactly what they were going to show, so I don't know what was so disappointing about it. Like that's your problem if you can't manage your expectations. Sorry, this is the truth. That's your fucking problem. As for me, who had my expectations incredibly tempered, I was more than happy with what Nintendo showed at the Direct, especially when we got a full fucking 25 minutes dedicated to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And thank God it's not a port, and it's according to Sakurai, it's been built for the ground, like from the ground up for the Switch, and everything about it looks overwhelming, to say the very least. All the characters are there. Tons of levels, tons of improvements, tons of changes to the characters. Literally, all the characters from the series are there. Snake is there, Cloud is there, Ryu is there, Bayonetta is there, Ice Climber is there, Inklings is there. It's just, Wolf is there. It goes on. Pokemon trainers are on and on and on and on. And just when they were like, oh, well, here we're gonna show all the characters, and it just came one right after another, and I was like, fucking hell, Nintendo, just fuck. This is so much. There's too many characters. I don't know how they're gonna do it with the roster though. They keep hinting that the full roster won't be there at launch. It's like they're gonna add them for free, thankfully, later on. But I don't think that full roster is gonna be there. We'll have to wait and see, but I have my concerns about that. However, from everything that was shown from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, there are well, now three Nintendo games that I'm really excited to get this next year, the second half of this year. And that, or four actually, five Nintendo games. Mario Party, Mario Tennis Aces, Project Octopath Traveler, which is just called Octopath Traveler now. That looks amazing. Super Mario Party, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu,
Smitty, are you mad about
and
the Ridley loss you had earlier
now
today?
Super Smash Bros.
Yeah,
Yeah, 5. Holy shit, Nintendo. Holy
There's
shit.
sun in my eyes.
So Super Smash Bros. Is coming, and I was completely wrong. I was dead wrong that this game was going to come out in September to be like the killer app for their online service, which is a problem now, because Nintendo is going to release their paid online service, and they're not going to have a killer app to go along with it. That is a problem, and they did not talk about their online service at E3, which is a problem. But nonetheless, December is an incredibly smart release date for Nintendo. Really is. I think it's December 6th or 7th. They are getting away from the holiday rush. They're getting away from October, getting away from September, which is already packed to the gills with stuff.
I don't know what's
Especially getting away from October, where Red Dead Redemption 2 is just going to fuck everybody up. I don't know why there are so many games in October. Like, EA and Activision, they must be like super bold to release their stuff within like weeks, literal weeks, until Red Dead Redemption 2. And wow, I am so happy that Nintendo is doing this. That they're like, December gives me plenty of time to play Red Dead Redemption 2. Tongue-tied. Gives me plenty of time to play Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. And I will have people to play Super Smash Bros. With. I have Richard. Thank you, Richard, who's a way bigger Super Smash Bros. Fan than I am. I'm a casual fan of Super Smash Bros. But Nintendo, Richard is like a hardcore mega fan of it. And I know he was like ecstatic. And I was ecstatic. Even though I never thought I would ever get ecstatic over Super Smash Bros. But here you go. Number two on my top 10 games of E3 2018. I did not expect it to be there. But there you go. And finally, this should come as no surprise whatsoever. My favorite game of E3 2018. Let's just say it together, people. 1, 2, 3. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, come on.
What else was it gonna be? Seriously, like, can you name another game that like you would predict would be my #1 from E3 2018? Like, seriously, can you predict something? Maybe if they had shown Cyberpunk, I will give you that. Maybe if they had shown publicly released the gameplay for Cyberpunk, I would pick that. But Kingdom Hearts 3 just was like everywhere, and I didn't expect it to have as great of a presence. I thought that Xbox thing was like the only thing we were gonna get. And I was like, oh cool, we get Frozen World, great, awesome. And then they have to come into their own conference and show off new footage like Ratatouille and Kyrie and Axel sitting somewhere, the place that I think is Daybreak Town. And now we are getting Pirates of the fucking Caribbean, and it looks like the best graphics I've ever seen from Square. Just the best character models I've ever seen. Looks just astounding. Kingdom Hearts 3. That's really all I can say about it. I plan on doing, God, I've already announced like 2 videos. I gotta stop doing that. There are 2 videos that I want to do. One of them is a video about PlayStation, this whole like Fortnite bullshit, and it is bullshit. And I want to do like a frame by frame analysis of Kingdom Hearts 3, all 3 trailers that happened during E3, which I think the Kingdom Hearts 3 that one will be very fun to do. That one will be more like that one will be like super sloppy because my editing software is really crap, but it will be Kingdom Hearts 3. It'll be really cool. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 #1. My God, just. By the time that 3rd trailer rolled around during PlayStation's thing, I was just done. And not in a bad way. I was like, right.
It's a real
Square,
shame we don't have a bigger
you've just like pummeled me into the ground with Kingdom Hearts 3. Like all the Kingdom Hearts 3, all the years that I've complained, you know, rightfully so, complained about Kingdom Hearts 3 not being in the public consciousness as much as it should be with gameplay footage and whatever. We finally have seen enough. We've seen enough. We have a release date. January 29th, 2019. That's it. That is all I need to see. And I can just go dark on Kingdom Hearts news. I don't need to hear anything. I don't need to hear about any of the other worlds that are coming. I really don't. I've seen enough. I just want to. I wish I could just go into like hibernation until January 29th. Awaken from my slumber and just go to GameStop and pick it up. The deluxe edition, because I'm not getting that fucking ridiculously overpriced deluxe edition plus Kai figures or E figures, whatever the fuck they're called. They're stupid. I wish that $200 was on something else, but whatever. So that was my top 10 games of E3 2018. I'd love to hear what were your favorite games of E3 2018. Do you agree with my list? Do you disagree with my list? Let me know, people. And as always, thank you very much to everyone that subscribes to my channel. Thank you very much to everyone that watches my videos. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys later. Have a good one, everyone. Take care.